I don't know what to do with my hands when I'm on stage performing, so I'm going to just hold them up and maybe they'll start doing something. Body language. Body language is so important when you get on stage, first and foremost. Secondly, I am Mr. B Rockstar. If you didn't know, you're a rock star as well. Spoken word professional, expert, and CEO. But more importantly, I'm a loving son and the drunk uncle at the cookout, aka the Drunkle. We are back with more performance science, dropping performance gems for you every day. We went through a whole week of Wake the Spirit. Then we went through a whole week of Saying It With Your Chest. Now we're going through a whole week of body language. I'm going to address one body language performance gem, and then I'm going to address a question that was raised on yesterday's live. I'll address that at the very end. But in the meantime, between time, body language. I don't know what to do with my hands. This is the most common thing that I get from spoken word artists when they come into these performance workshops. The one thing that they check off on the box is, I don't know what to do with my hands. If you do not know, well, there's a lot of things you can do with your hands. That's not what I meant. Anyway, there's a lot of things you can do with your hands on stage while you're performing. And that kind of breaks down into this matrix that we created, performance science, called the POSE matrix, POSE, position, opposition, switch, and expression. But before you even get into all that, we're going to focus on position. That's you, where you're positioned on stage. And more importantly, where your hands are positioned when you're on stage. We call this place where your hands should go mostly the home position. The home position. What I want to encourage you to do is watch some of your live performances. And if you have not been watching your own live performances, then you are severely behind the game of getting better as a performer on stage. You need to be recording. First of all, you need to be performing. Then you need to be recording your performances. And then you need to study those recordings. And when you study these recordings, I want you to notice where your hands and your elbows mostly go. Where your hands and your elbows mostly go, because this is actually your home position. When you're most comfortable in your hands, well, so for me, my home position is kind of like let me see if I can do this real fast. Hold up, y'all. This is my home position. My home position is right here. As long as I keep it right here, Kamehameha, spirit bomb, you know what I'm saying? I can do a lot from this position. This is my home position. Hands pretty much kind of in like a power pose. Elbows are always slightly bent. Some people have a home position, their arms are straight down. Some people, their home position is on their hips. Some people, my boy, I don't know if y'all know Justin Patton, he has like a prayer home position. This is his home position right here. His hands are kind of like up, waiting for the prayer of God. Whatever your home position is, you have to own that. Own that. And if you don't know what to do with your hands, always go home, okay? That is the first body language performance science gem that we're dropping today. Like I said, we're doing this every day. This week is all about body language. I want to close out with a question that was posed to me at the last live that we did yesterday. And that was, what did they say? They basically said, if the poem or if the piece is too short, do I incorporate more pauses to make the piece kind of longer? And the answer to that is absolutely not. You want to do what the spirit of the piece is telling you to do. If the spirit of the piece in that speaker, the speaker in that piece is telling you to pause at this part and pause at that part, and there's like a lot of dragging and dramatic stuff going on, then yes, go ahead and go for it. But to just extend a poem's length just for the sake of extending it is never a good idea, because you don't know if that's really being true to the speaker of that poem. Okay, that is the answer to that question. I forgot who asked that question, but I did screenshot it, so I'll just send it to that person. I didn't see him on the live here today, but yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Like I said, we keep these short and simple. I added that bonus question because it was raised yesterday and I didn't have time to answer it yesterday. But yeah, we back like we never left. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. You already know what time it is.